those boats back. Sarah, in your mind, because I've got to say, Operation Sovereign Borders is somewhat controversial, depending on whose opinion you pay attention to. Does it work? Is it advisable? Is it the kind of thing that the UK should be looking to implement?
It does work, and that's something we've seen from Liberal governments. So in early 2000s, John Howard implemented the Pacific Solution, which was sort of a similar version of Operation Sovereign Borders, where we had offshore processing. And then Labour came in, sort of opened the floodgates, wound back all of the coalition's policies, and then we started having 20,000 arrivals in the last year of the Labour government coming in. And those were illegal arrivals, which meant over 50,000 people coming illegally. We had 1,200 deaths at sea. And under Labour, we had to open 17 detention centres. So they then tried to sort of wind back everything. And that's when the coalition came in and we were able to remove all children from detention, stop the boats, and close 19 detention centres. So it does work.
So you still stand by this policy. What about, so just explain to us how turn back works, because we don't really have that in the channel. So just explain that to the viewers if you would.
The turn back policy is military-led and now under Border Force, which was a new agency created under the coalition. And they essentially turn back boats to where their source or transit country was from. And we're safe to do so.
But turn back how? That's what I'm getting at. What does that mean? What do you do? How do you turn back a boat? I mean, I'm not being...
Tug it back.
I'm not being facetious, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you tow it? Do you create waves to push it? I genuinely trying to understand what it is, because people at home, we don't have this as a policy here, and I know it's being criticised there. So what is it? It's a case of you connecting and you're towing that boat all the way back? So it's not about waves and pushing and things like that?
No, so it's just turning it back where it's safe to do so.
And why is it criticised so much then, the turn back aspect particularly, if that's what it is? It's a case of towing a boat as opposed to pushing it anywhere, or do you think it's fair, the criticism that bit gets?
I don't believe so, and it's not something that, obviously we've had a recent election, and that's not a policy that the new Labour government is going to remove.
They're sticking with it.
They're sticking with it.